So, I just recently watched this movie with my girlfriend, and I got her reaction camera. So, what do you think of the movie? Where are you going?
I'm out.
But this is your house.
I don't fucking care.
As you can see, she's unable to do a review. Roll the intro. So, as some of you may know, like some long members of the channel, back in 2014, I made about 2 Death Note videos, but the live action movie, this is back when Warner Brothers bought the rights to it, and then on my then now dead Claw channel, TheOtakuBrawlerShow, I made a few videos about Death Note. Well, not mainly with the movie, but it's about Death Note in general. And so Death Note was very close to my heart as one of the first anime and manga I got into that wasn't Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, something like that. So one of my gateway animes really, and this when I heard about this movie, I was like, okay, I'm unsure, and rumors going around Shane Black, Iron Man director, was on board, and then it was a mess really of the development hell, and Netflix bought the rights, and then I've been going quiet for a while, and then we got the first trailer, which was terrible, and then we got the second trailer, which kind of killed my hopes for the movie a bit, and now we have the movie. So, like it said at the start, this is a spoiler review. I'll just say the movie by itself is bad, and as an adaptation it's terrible. That is my non-spoiler aspect. I felt as a movie it was doing up to a point, and as an adaptation it was bad up to a point, and it just got terrible. So that's the non-spoiler part of the video. Please check out the video and watch the movie if you don't want to get spoiled. So I have a bunch of notes here, this is unscripted, and I'm going to go off pros and cons. So I'll start off with the pros first, and if I forget actors' names, the names will be written down here. So let's just get into the pros first, because I want to start off positive and negatively, because I have a lot of negative to say about this video and a few positives. Alright, so let's begin. I felt the actors were trying, especially Willem Dafoe with Ryuk, who played L. I felt they were the best parts of the movie, to be honest. Like, Willem Dafoe's portrayal of Ryuk was amazing. I actually felt Ryuk was really nice. I liked the way they kept Ryuk in the shadows, how they never really saw Ryuk's face. It was always hidden, always from the back. I liked that aspect of Ryuk, and who played L, he did a good job at portraying L. L was a character I'm always picky with when Death Note adaptations happen, like his English dub I was not a big fan of. So I was very big when it comes to L, and I was skeptical at first, but then when I saw the actor act, I was like, yeah, he's good at doing L's personality. Like Misa or Maya, Light's okay. I still don't think Nat Wolf was the perfect choice for Light. I feel like such a win Zac Efron, but Nat Wolf wasn't horrible in this movie. He tried his best, like with the script he was given. And Misa, or Maya as they called her, she was okay. I do feel all the actors were trying their best with the script they were given, and I did really had fun making the movie, so I'm not one to say anything about that. The film was also shot very well. I like the cinematography, guy. Like, I'm a big sucker for cinematography, so I felt this was very good. Like, it was beautiful to look at. All the special effects were really good to go. Like, there was some gore in it, and that was really good as well. That kind of kept true to Death Note. Well, it was more gore in Death Note, but it tried to keep true to, when it showed death, it tried to keep true to the spirit of Death Note. The theory also a good one about L. It's been confirmed that L has Asperger's syndrome, and while the actor may not have it, he was acting it very well, which I really to appreciate, like, they went into that minor detail. So, this way Elle sits, the way Elle talks, like, that was amazing. There was some callbacks, you know, there was the FBI deaths, there was the cameras, all of Light's house, there was Ryuk being addicted to the apples, Light out in the cops, like, there was so many callbacks. More callbacks than I expected, really, to be in the adaptation, to be honest. Because from the trailer, I didn't think there was going to be any callbacks, but I like there were some callbacks to the series, which I appreciate. Like I said, another part where Ryukin sounds and looks great. I feel Willem Dafoe was the perfect actor to play Ryuk in this adaptation. Like, if it was any other actor, it would be terrible. Like, when I saw Ryuk and I heard this for the first time, I was just there, yes, Willem Dafoe was the perfect Ryuk. It's better, and going on that, the movie's actually better than it looked in the trailers, to be honest. Like, how you never judge a book by its cover, you never judge a movie by its trailer. And that's what most of the Death Note fandom is doing, judging it by a trailer. Now, the movie is still bad, but the trailers in my opinion, the trailers made out to be much worse. But I believe I took that note before the certain moment, which I'll get to in the cons. Another callback, which I forgot to mention, was there's a scene where Light running through a warehouse, and I think it's symbolic because if you watch anime, Light died in a warehouse. So that was, I felt that was subtle. I don't know if I was like, I think I'm looking too deep into it, looking for good things, but that's something I see. The ending now, without getting into it, because I want to save the cons. Light almost dies in the end, but he does something clever. He kind of writes in the Death Note like what will happen and how he's saved by these kind of criminals, and then how they kill it afterwards. So that was kind of like, at the end, Smart Light was kind of coming back, but then the movie ended. So they were all the pros I got from the movie. Now we have the cons. The first con is that Death Note falls in broad daylight with people around. Now, in the anime, the Death Note fell in broad daylight, but there was no one around. It was outside, and light just happened to go out the window. In this, the Death Note literally falls during, I think it was lunchtime or something, I don't know, with people around, and it just seemed like, why was Light the only one that saw that? It doesn't make sense to me. Misa's personality was way too different, and so was Light's. But Light was still smart. Misa is Omaya. Like, oh, how hard is it to pronounce Misa? It's one extra letter. And she is a completely different character in this movie. She's actually the biggest problem I have with this movie. She's a bitch. She's manipulative. She's what Light should have been in the movie. But no, like, there's a scene where Light's dad, who's actually, I don't know who plays him in there, like I said, he says in a press conference that he's not afraid of Kira, and then Maya said, oh, we know what he's doing now. Without any hesitation. So that's the scene, that's one scene where you just say, like, this is not Misa. Misa would never act this way at all. I'll get more to Misa near the end, where I'll do my big rant about the ending. Light is whiny. Light is a very whiny character in this movie, and that really annoys me, because it kind of kills what Light was. Light was cool, collective, smart, cunning. He was a douche. Like, Light's this big bad guy, and this really smart kid, and he's barely seen in this movie at all. Like, when he first sees Ryuki, he starts screaming off his head, but if you know the actual anime and manga, you know that he's very calm and collective when that happens. So, again, they change Light too much. Misa has an notebook and can't see Ryuki. Now, as Death Note fans know, once you touch the Death Note, like when Misa touched Light's notebook, she could see Ryuk now. But not in this movie at all. Ryuk was like, oh, I need that poison you, or my Death Note can see it. See me. Like, what? That makes no sense. And I did complain. Me and my girlfriend did complain at the start when Misa didn't have the notebook with the shikigami eyes, but I just was going like, yeah. So I took that off. But yeah, so how like Misa not being able to see Ryuk, it makes things awkward. Like when Light's talking to Ryuk and then he has to talk to Misa. I'm calling him Misa. I don't want to name him Mia. I don't give a shit. It just awkward. It would have been a lot easier if because it's not that hard. It wouldn't be that hard for Misa to switch notebook and then see Ryuk. It wouldn't be that hard, and I don't know why they went that direction. Now one of the biggest problems. I know I praised L and his actor, but the only I can't praise the script for. And I said this in my trailer review. L should not show himself in public. L is a shouldn't. He never showed himself in public at all. And like there was no point. You could easily just send the computing with that voice way. Like no. Like that kind of ruined the character of L. While the actor was good, that part just fucking ruins it for me. Like, I don't know, I've already had about L being in public enough, so. Yeah. Light and Misa talk about the Death Note in public. In the school, with people around them. Not whispering, normal talking. Oh, why? People like, oh! Like, people think, oh yeah, there's Kira. Oh yeah, and he still doesn't call himself Kira, by the way. Everyone's talking about enough of that as well, but yeah, I still don't get that. Yeah, I kind of like, it's irritating. I kind of like that they kept the name Kira, but I don't. Anyways, with Kira going on, and then people hear, oh, like Yagami, or like Tana and Mia Star. Mia, what's her fucking name? They're talking about a notebook that can kill people. I want to know their Kira. Like, that never occurred. I'm in the movie, like, so. That's a dumb move that Light would never make. Not even Misa would make that move in the anime. Oh yeah, Light wants to stop killing when Misa wants to kill his dad. When no, even when Light's dad did die, Light didn't stop killing. Light was delusional in the anime and manga, so this whole thing of we're not the good guys anymore. You were never the good guy. You were killing people. Like, people would say, oh yeah, in Death Note, L's the bad guy. No. In Death Note, we are following the bad guy, which is Light. Light is technically the bad guy. And then there's another thing in the movie where Light wrote down a Watui's name, and it was just Watui, no last name. So that kind of fucks up the Death Note as well, because you need a full name and a face. Yeah, I know, like, what you could have done, Watui remember his face, but you need a full name as well. And Light does all this to do a plan to find out L's real name. And so, like, how do you, I don't know, his money Watui's like. Yeah, I know it has to be the face as well, but it just makes no sense to me. So, this is kind of a minor, but no potato chip scene. Like the potato chip scene is iconic in Death Note, and I just wanted like not want to go. I'll take a potato chip and eat it. I was just waiting for that because it was so over the top, but so satisfying in the anime. So yeah, so there's. Then at the end of the movie, I'm not going to spoil my biggest hatred for this movie, yeah. I'll go to the end. Light's dad, at the end, find out that he's Kira, and the movie just ends there. Like, is Light going to go to jail now, or will his dad help continue the killings, or what's going on? So, I like the way it's open to interpretation. And there was no I am justice scene because, again, like, that's the kind of Light's catchphrase, I am justice, like, so I wouldn't say it's a catchphrase, but it's a kind of line for him to say I am justice, so it would have made sense if that Wolf said that. But before I get to my biggest con, I forgot about the pro. the biggest con people have with anime is that Light loses in the end. And yeah, so do I. In this movie, Light technically wins. So it did the kind of the outcome we wanted the original ending to be. It did better in a way. So yeah, but unless you're those fans that stop at the L's dead in the anime and manga, and Light automatically wins, and then you're a true Death Note fan, but don't like the business like in their middle. So now I'm getting to my biggest con with this movie. It's poor excuse for a twist. While Ala dance, Misa and Light are dancing, and Misa reveals she wrote Light's name in the Death Note. Misa is the villain. Fuck you. No. I'm okay. I know it's an adaptation. But you didn't see Dragon Ball Evolution go, oh, Master Roshi is the bad guy. No, you didn't see that shit. So, why out of all characters, Misa? Why? Misa was too different. Misa was the limited one. Misa was the controlling one. Misa was the smart. Misa was too different. I loved the character of Misa in the original Death Note. I felt while she was in India, she was a great kind of psychic for Light. And this changes everything about it. I mean, everything's really like, oh, you're Light, your heart's gonna stop at midnight, yeah, so I can have my fucking notebook. And then Light's being chased by the police and by L. And then, well, Light's being chased by L, I'm running as well. But a guy hits L with, I think with a wooden plank or something. And I was turning my girlfriend and saying, is that the poor excuse for Takadawi? I think that was his name, Takadawi. This guy. I think his name was Takadawi. And I was turning my girlfriend and I was like, is that the excuse for Takadawi? Like, they shoved Takadawi into the movie. Like, I could be wrong, I could be too deep into it, but I'm just there, like, no one else kind of said Hail Kira. Well, I didn't think he said Hail Killer, but, like, something like that. So, but then Light and Misa go on to the Ferris wheel and it starts falling apart. And then Misa saying, Misa is like, oh, I do love you. And then the Ferris wheel falls and she grabs a notebook and I'm just like, you fucking bitch. But then Karma bites her and she pulls out the picture of Light's name in it. Like, Light did plan for Misa to fall and shit, but, like, the whole ending was convoluted, but I just remember hearing Misa say that line, me and my girlfriend just yelling at the top of our lungs how fucking stupid that was. Out of all characters, Misa is the bad guy. Fucking Misa. The one who in the original story would do anything for Light. She got the biggest change out of any character, and she was the character I believe got the most shit on. Yes, while L showing his face in public and Light not being the smartest person in the school are annoying. Misa being evil and manipulative changes everything about her character. And I did not like the twist whatsoever. As a movie itself, it's just like, why? Why? Maybe it's more like, but that hatred for the movie. Like, that's when the movie got bad for me. Like, I was just there like, oh, I wanted to turn it off there and then, but my girlfriend said me to power through it. It's just, that was just an awful twist. And I know the creators of Death Note liked it because it was something different. And I've heard it's not as bad as that drama that was on a while ago that I might review. But I felt this movie was doing well. As an adaptation as well, it was doing okay. But like, oh yeah, like being whiny and L showing in public. But I was on the stuff. I was like, okay, it's doing well. It's like, it's bad, but like as an adaptation, it is doing better than I thought it was going to be. And then you have that big fuck you to the Death Note fans. But I know people might go comments, but it's not made for you, it's made for the general audience. Yes, but when you make yeah, that's a good point. But when you make an adaptation, most of the people that watch it will already be fans of the franchise. Harry Potter. Most people who watch those movies read the books. Same with Lord of the Rings. So it doesn't make sense. You can't use the excuse, oh, I'm just a pissed off anime fanboy. Because I feel as a movie itself, it is bad. It is bad. Like, the plot goes all over the place. And this is what happens when you try to condense down a manga that's like 105 chapters into a one movie. This could have been easily 2 movies. I felt this was 2 movies, it would have been great, because I felt in some places it was rushed. It was a rushed movie. I know my analysis might not have been good as other people's, that I was going off notes, but the fact still stands that this was a bad movie. Oh, and another thing, I did not mind that it was in Seattle, that it could take place anywhere, and it'd be the exact same. But there's other anime and manga that are becoming movies. There's the rumored Akira movie, which... Does Hollywood really want to watch Akira after the devastation of Evolution? I think there's a rumored Bleach one, and we have the live action one based on SAO. So, yeah. I bet it's on Netflix, but it's online as well, so... With that, with this movie, though, the hopes of the SAO live action being good kind of die. So that's my thoughts on the Death Note Netflix movie. If I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10. Because I felt the actors were having fun, they were trying, and the film was shot well, but the story was shite. Like, everything about it was just, awful, really. So 3 out of 10. I'm trying to incorporate more movies into my videos. I might not start that till next year, because I do have stuff planned for this year. The anime battle video, or the anniversary, we'll call it, may not be happening till November, because I need to get the Halloween specials out so I can get them out, because I'm usually fairly with Halloween specials. So it's the anime reviews, so I need to get them done first. You can get the Walk Away video probably next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, put 7-2. If you have any anime video to watch, comment down below, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, thanks for watching.